marvelous.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh. I like having fun to meet people who laugh.
Good morning. Tim Heidecker coming to you live from Asheville, North Carolina, right here backstage at the Orange Peel Club. You can find us here tonight. A very good band and DJ Douggpound. This is an exciting experience for you to be watching if you're in Asheville, knowing how close I am. In fact, I'm inviting you, if you're in Asheville, come on down to the side of the stage this afternoon if you want to pop in. I will alert JP. The code is Chubby Chucker. Come on down. If I get up, Steven, you're looking for Doug?
Good.
That way. Steven, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hope you don't get any haters showing up.
Steven, nice to meet you.
There he is. A lot of people have been complimenting you, Steven, on the wonderful service you provide. Steven here is the merch man. I like what JP called you, the merch manager? Merch manager.
Steven Merchant.
If customer associate, if you're looking to purchase merchandise at the tour, you'll be speaking with Steven.
Yes, see you all out there.
Okay. Mr. Personality. Right through that door.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
We're going to introduce my co-host, Vic, soon, but first, in the green room is DJ Douggpound, only 25 feet away from me.
Come on in. It's locked.
Yeah, you can go
Hold
in.
on.
It's locked?
Sorry about that. No problem. Good morning. Thank you,
Great
Steven.
show. Great show so far.
Good horning. Perfect timing for my horning. Vic can hit me with a horn.
Oh,
I got no
of course.
drops
Yeah,
here.
let me see what I got for you.
Thank you, Steven.
That work for you, Doug?
Couldn't hear a damn thing, but I trust it.
It's there.
So Doug is backstage in the green room. I'm out here in the main space backstage. And Vic Berger, in a lot of ways, is in the studio.
I am here. I'm soggy wet. What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Is there weather happening in Los Angeles?
It's really depressing. Yeah, it's very rainy today, and my glasses were all sick and wet when I walked in. I almost slipped
They were
in the
sick and wet.
I slipped on my ass coming in here.
Is there that big giant pond happening
I had to hop
between
over
the
it.
street?
Yeah, it's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Big pond.
Thank
in
God
the
we don't
studio.
have any. No, please don't tell me
A
that.
river just running through the studio. We're bundled up, fighting the
Is
rain.
it cold?
No, it's actually warm.
Yeah, it's hot in here
Strange.
too. Yeah,
It's very hot in here today.
was there heat on last time or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm so relieved this morning. We woke up in Asheville, and after a good solid, I'd say 3 weeks of nothing but cold, wind, rain, snow, the sun is finally shining here in, even yesterday in Durham, North Carolina, it was bitter cold in the 40s with rain, Vic. Rain, rain, rain. And our drummer Josh said the night before, and I'll never forget it, because the night before was in Washington, D.C., and it was snowing badly. And he said, well, it looks like it was going to be rain in Durham tomorrow. And he said, well, at least it's not snow. But let me say something, Vic. I'll tell you this. I would have preferred snow to the rain.
I get that. I totally get that.
You get that?
I feel you, bro.
Snow is dry.
Uh-huh.
Snow is dry.
It is.
But
like, what's
I was
it
out
like,
finally.
Yeah. Like the stressful part for me would be trying to find a bathroom in the snow or in the rain.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Like, how is that going this year? That's like that. I mean, that's the first thing I would ever do when I wake up.
It happened this morning. The worst one for me so far, and none of them have been terrible, but in Washington, D.C., we were parked behind the Black Cat. Is it the Black Cat or the Black Hat? I
Cat's
keep forgetting.
Cradle. Wasn't it Cat's Cradle?
No,
Black Cat.
Black,
Legendary
Black Cat.
venue.
Okay.
Yes. And we're back. So I get up in the morning and I have to go. And we're in this alley. And this is a disgusting alley, ladies and gentlemen. This is full of, there's like dead rats on the street.
Did you see the giant rats, Tim?
Why'd that, Doug, did that come in from you?
Can you hear me?
Where'd that,
was
where'd
live.
that flush come?
That was a real turd from Doug.
That was not me.
Stop!
That's Doug
Who
shitting.
recorded that? Who
shitting
made
in the
that
green
drop?
room.
Why does that exist? Imagine
It's from the Farrelly Brothers Library. No, so
Well,
just let me finish this.
it-
Can I just finish this, please?
Okay, but this was just going to be an aside in the middle of your story about the snow and the rats.
Go ahead.
You want to hear about the rats?
Well, they had these big, beautiful rats back in the alley behind the venue in D.C., and they're like cute. They're hopping like bunnies through the snow.
Yeah, it's true.
They were cute.
There were like well, this was at night when the snow had fallen, and there was this, it was now kind of beautiful in the back alley because it was all white, snow-laden, and there were just like, I counted at least 7 or 8 rats scurrying between like the backstage and where our bus was. And yes, you could see them in stark relief against the beautiful snow-laden alleyway. Chipper little guys.
One of them got on the bus. I got him in my bunk.
No.
I didn't want to tell you.
I'm surprised they weren't holed up in Ellie's bunk with all her yarn and wool,
She knitting.
all her brown tones. There's JP coming by to say
Aw,
hi.
There he is.
But
Tim,
but
imagine
for
how
my
nice.
toilet-
Imagine how nice the bus would be if there was no female on there. There would be all these candles everywhere. There'd be so much space.
Tripping over tampons left and right.
Oh, guys, come on. We don't need that kind of energy. No, well, it's so nice
just
to have her
kidding.
because there are candles and there's tea being made and everything.
I'm just kidding.
But can I just finish my story about evacuating my bowels in the state in our country's in a lot of ways our country's capital, a really beautiful, what's going to soon become a very beautiful city, with many monuments. No, I got out of the alley with all so there were dead rats. There were like squashed rats, like just
Yeah.
And then, so I wasn't feeling too good about that. And then I didn't look on my phone. I just thought, as soon as I got to the corner, I could tell I was in like a gentrified-y neighborhood. Lots of, like there was like a Crate and Barrel and a Melville and these kind of stores, And I go, I'll just take a left. I'm going to hit a coffee shop in a block. No problem. I'd put money on that. But it was one of those deals where it was just everything but a coffee shop, folks. Everything but. And not nobody offering toilets.
Ugh.
But 3 blocks later, but again, it was cold and miserable out. 3 or 4 blocks, I found a coffee shop, and there the bowels were evacuated.
Did you buy a coffee shop? Did you buy coffee or just use their toilets?
I did. It was a bad coffee, I have to tell you. I think I'm
Tim.
just talking like Trump from now on in my life. I just have to tell you, I can't help
Tim,
it.
I
Yes,
think you
Doug.
should have went to Crate and Barrel because you could have pooped in a crate or a barrel. But you know what I did? I like to find I like a really nice bathroom, So I find the fanciest restaurant nearby, and I'll place an order, and then I'll go, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom, and then I use their wonderful bathroom, and then when the food comes out, I'll say it tastes terrible. I'm not paying for it, and I leave.
Well,
That's
you
what I
should.
do.
You should get in trouble for doing things like that. It's not nice.
Stealing, technically.
This morning, I went to a place here in Asheville down the street called Blackbird, which is a very good Southern breakfast. I got some grits and I got some. Put your guitar down. Oh, I see what you're doing. I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. Yes, Blackbird. But listen to this. So, as you can tell, or I've spoken about on the Patreon, I've been sick. I've been dealing with this cold, this cough, whatever you want to call it, flu. I don't know what it is. Sick. Everyone. It's the winter. What am I supposed to do? It's inevitable. And so, I've been coughing and all this stuff. But, been able to do the show, no problem, because I'm a professional and I just am so good at what I do. But this morning at Blackbird, that should have gotten a laugh, by the way. But you guys might have already checked out.
I was looking through my drops for coughing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well,
I got to be more present.
I went into this Blackbird place. Was a nice looking restaurant, and I got some grits and eggs and a biscuit, and it was like, classic Southern kind of spot. Beautiful spot. And there's only about 4 other people in there, and there's this couple in there, this woman, she was dry coughing the whole time I'm in there. She's like sitting there going, what the fuck? And I decided to have a nice breakfast there. I was like, I'm gonna use your bathroom, but I will have breakfast here, thank you. Coffee, fucking orange juice. Sit there, have a nice little quiet breakfast. Have a little fucking, little me time. And this bitch is in there going, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Why don't you get the hell out of here? Cover your mouth.
I am great.
Well, that sounds like my Lunar New Year experience I had.
Oh yeah, tell your Lunar New Year experience. This is good.
Well,
this is rich.
The night before in Philly, I was on stage and I accidentally hit my sampler that my mic is going through, and it went to full volume, and I got hit with the loudest sound in my right ear because the monitor was there, and I damaged my ear. It sounded like a broken vocoder going through like a muff pedal.
Oh no!
On my right side,
Yeah.
every sound, and it was terrifying. So like, I was like in shock, and I realized.
Sorry, I just know where this story's going. I love it.
Well, I was thinking like, at the moment, do I just call off my set and go to the ER? But then I thought, then the show would be weird for Tim. He'd be like awkwardly, okay, now we're gonna have fun now. So I had to fake it and just finish my set. And I somehow got an earplug into my ear. Anyway, the next day, I mean, the distortion went away luckily, and I'm probably not too deaf now. But the next day, I'm like, I went to this vegan restaurant. And I was like the only one there. It was awesome. And then while I'm sitting there waiting for my food, this like team of dragon dancers with drums and cymbals, they're clanging everywhere. And they're like doing a dance right in front of my table. And it was like an extended, long Lunar New Year's performance. And then they went away. And then another whole crew of dragon dancers came in.
No.
So I picked the wrong spot for that.
Were there other people in the restaurant? There must have been.
It was when I got there was maybe one other table of people,
no.
but then,
You should have just said, no, thank you. No, leave now. Please leave. Covering your
I was
ears.
sitting there watching it like this.
That's hell. So much more hell to report on, but let's take a call.
We have a bone picker on the Zoom, which is rare.
Oh.
Willing to show their face.
I hope I'll be able to see these people.
Yeah, you will be.
Okay.
Should be. Ben F., you got a bone pick?
Yes, in fact, I have 2 bones to pick.
Is this the right guy on the screen? Oh, yeah, all right.
Yep.
You got him.
I got a bone to pick with you. Why don't you center up?
Yeah,
Never, no. Sorry. This is just
All
the way
right.
it's going to be.
we get it. You have framed stuff.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with you. I was driving to my league bowling night the other night, minding my own business, and got to say, you made me cry. Driving down the road, and the song Backwards came on, and over the course of the last week or so, at all current events, that hit pretty hard. And so I wanted to say, how dare you?
Oh, that's sweet. Well, I'm sorry, sir. Are you a federal employee who's just been furloughed?
No, I'm a parent, and the opening verse, kids kind of playing and not really realizing what's going on in the world, cut me to the bone.
Oh,
Now I'm just picking that up.
Let's sing it, Tim.
Reverse bone pick there.
Children are swimming in the water.
It's kind of like an opposite of a backhanded compliment. It's like a forehanded bone pick.
The audience is not going to be happy about it, but I appreciate it, and I'm trying to be grateful and appreciative without, sounding like.
I was gonna like tear up and then like crash or something you couldn't see, but it's a nice ending though. It's nice.
Thank you.
It made me bowl poorly as well. So you're gonna have to talk.
What's your highest score you've ever gotten? What's your highest game?
210-ish, but it was only once or twice and a long time ago. I'm normally like a 120, 130.
Oh, very nice.
What's your favorite
Vic, would
pin?
you let?
Yeah. Oh, my
7.
my 8-year-old
7.
gets his highest. I think was like 246, something like that. He averages.
Yeah,
in the
Vic, would you
200s.
let this guy hang
know.
out with your son?
Yeah. Do you need some lessons or something?
That would be great. I'm a straight bowler, and I've seen your kid bowl
you have?
on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Now, do you put
He looks pretty good,
all 3 fingers in?
of course.
All right, I can't keep going on and on about bowling. Okay, that's not the kind of show I want to do.
Is there anybody that puts all? Do they drill 5 holes for? You know what I mean? That's,
I want to see. Yeah, that's the ball. That's the ball I want. A 5-hole.
Isn't your son a no-hole guy? He puts two in and leaves the thumb out. There you go.
Yeah, he's a 2-hander.
You want to get to the city
All
of
right,
the day?
I could talk
let's
bowling
do
all
that.
day. It's fun.
Let's do a Patreon's only sideshow where Vic talks bowling. And then,
I don't know that much about bowling too. I could.
I could talk about bowling all day. It's such a silly sport.
I know. All the goofy guys, Pete Weber.
Doug, did you go to the arcade last night? You did some skeet ball.
Yeah, the local arcade was quite empty. It was awesome. I played this game called Ping, where I don't want to talk. It's a boring
Oh, I want
story.
to hear.
But
What is ping?
when I'm on
Why
tour,
don't you call Vic after the show?
After a show, I'll go to if there's an arcade nearby. That's a fun activity. I like to play pinball. But there was a game called Ping, where it's kind of like it's like a physical game. It's not a video game. You have these flappers that hit this ball back and forth. You're trying to get it into the other guy's goal.
Mm-hmm.
We went and played
Look it
paintball
up.
the other night after one of the shows.
You did it. Did you? No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, it was after.
Yeah, we got guns. We
after
got guns, and we just do it urban.
Philadelphia.
We just
We got picked up in a Sprinter. We got taken 25 miles outside the city to one of those little simulated Afghani villages.
JP was not happy.
Yeah, the thing didn't kick off till midnight, and we did it till 2. Got back to the bus around 3 a.m. And I was so sick. I had like a fever, and I was like, I don't really want to be doing this, guys, but Doug really wanted to do it, so. All right, what's this? Who would like to?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, this is exciting. Ain't much more to say. Let's all play. City of the Day. City of the Day,
bed,
ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by. Oh my God. One of these days, I'm going to feel like I'm not losing my mind. It might come later in the week. We'll see. Google Mops is our sponsor today. Google Mops. Did you flop or plop some slop? Maybe you're a shock jock or a cop who needs to swab some scattershot barf. Don't be a laughingstock. Use Google Mops, the mop locating app that will help you sop up and grab splattered crap, and it's as easy as drop and drag. Use Google Mops for doo-doo spots or soupy poop blots. It even works for floor shines, preventing eyesore sights. They got mops for puke and mops for Duke. Google Mops powered by E-Fart Cucker Turd. Now, you want to help me with that one, Doug? Google Mops
E-Fart
powered by
Cucker Turd.
E-Fart. E-fart cucker turd.
E-fart
now
cucker
available.
turd.
Yeah. Okay. Now available on the Crap Store. Now we listen to the Google Mop jingle.
Vic, you have to play it.
What?
I think I have it. I got it.
Okay.
I texted you guys.
I know.
Easy. Talk about it
Yikes.
after the show.
Oh, wait, here it is.
I got it.
Stop up the slop.
I made
You can find them up anywhere.
Here, we'll start over.
do it.
Give it a clean start.
Wait, Doug's got a preamble about it. What is
okay,
it,
go
Doug?
ahead.
I was just saying I was able to make it on tour, like on the bus. You know?
Pretty cool.
It's kind of fun.
Impressive.
All right. Well, we get a lot of work done on the bus.
Google Mops. Stop up the slop. You can find them up anywhere in the world.
Google Mops.
All righty.
Wow, nice retard at the end.
I
there.
like that one.
Yeah.
Take it
Beautiful.
away, Vic, with a real
Oh, yeah, we
ad
got a
read.
real ad. This will be cool. I'll try to play
Give yourself a
more
bed.
keyboard while I read it.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
I don't know about
big,
you,
big.
but I'm ready to optimize everything this year. One of the most important things you can do is eat right. Sound body, sound mind, right? That's why I like Factor. They have dietitian-approved delicious meals that are ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes flat. They arrive fully prepared with 40 different options across 8 different dietary preferences each week. They've got Calorie Smart Protein Plus Keto, Vegan, the list goes on, and Chef's Choice, which is what I chose when I signed up. And let me tell you, the roasted garlic chicken with pan gravy was delicio. I particularly liked the mashed potatoes and garlic green bean sides. It was a classic hearty dinner that was fast, fresh, and easy. And I can't wait to try the rest of the meals that are waiting in my fridge for me right now. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/officehours50 off and use code officehours50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code officehours50 off at factormeals.com/officehours50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's the city of the day, Matt?
Oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love this one. It's Banana Hammock 69.
Good morning.
I've been
Where the hell are you calling from?
I'm in Regina, Saskatchewan.
What is it?
Right. We've had Regina, Saskatchewan on the show. One of our member of our cherished 51st state.
Yes. Yes, very much.
How
so.
cool. You guys have the biggest state in American history. This state is unbelievably big. It's retardedly big. It's unimaginably big.
Tariff.
It's ridiculously big. I apologize for my slur. I meant to say ridiculously big. How does it feel to be a part of this incredible country, America?
It's kind of like being in a gigantic Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what's interesting about Canada, the 51st state Canada, is with all that space and land they have, still only have 2 senators, right? Is that correct? But
Yeah, I think
they've
so.
flooded, because of the population, they've flooded Congress. There's so many, because of all the districts now, there's so many Canadian congressmen that they have tremendous influence over the decisions the federal government's making. Really interesting development there. Unwise, ultimately determined to be an unwise acquisition.
Tim, which of the new states are you looking forward to most? Red, white, and blue land, Canada, or perhaps New Florida, which is what they're going to call Gaza.
Oh, ouch. Well, Doug, I don't think you really are
they call it
interested in
West
my
Florida.
opinion. West Florida, ouch. No, it'd be East
West
Florida, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's East.
Middle Florida.
Well, the way from California, I'm going west. Depends which way you.
But it's
depends which way you
literally
get
the
there.
middle. But it's literally the Middle East.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I mean, there's no center of a sphere.
All right,
Just
let's
like
get
you're
back
just
to our
my
friend
pers-
up in Canada. Let's get back to our friend up in Canada. What do you
yeah.
have anything for me, or are those fake What is that? Is that a fake sunglasses, or is that what's going on with you?
As opposed to real sunglasses? No,
Well,
these are prescription, you know?
Oh.
Okay, for me they look like it was like a Zoom filter, like when Vic had his fake mustache.
Oh,
right,
yeah, they
right.
do.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, these are real.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Because Pepe had on.
Oh, is that what's going on there?
It's not
No.
Pepe.
Are you stoned or
nothing,
something? What's
man.
going on with you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm.
Just staying home today.
All right, I'm not
Gonna
talking to
scrub
druggies
the
on the
toilet.
show.
Oh,
I thought
that'll
he'd be
on
wacky
my other
with
side
his-
show.
With his
Druggy
getup, I
talk.
thought he'd be a wacky guy. We
All right,
have
thanks for
other stuff.
checking in. Yeah, we've got to move the
No
show
worries.
along.
Oh, I would have. I had
Thank
a lot
you.
of questions.
No, I even know. We have stuff we could watch. We have more folks on the hotline. We have so many music. So many.
Let's
things
take a
we could do.
hotliner because we've only been doing Zoom. Let's take a hotliner very quickly.
Yeah, let's. Brendan, is this really the real Brendan Fraser?
What?
Brendan Fraser with a bone pick?
Hello.
Oh, it is.
I got a bone pick.
Oh.
I got a bone pick.
Brendan the Whale
right.
Fraser's on the phone.
Yeah,
that-
that's a coincidence.
the
And
Encino
also
Man.
another one from Canada. This is the Canada Domination show.
Yeah, what's
Wow.
going on? What do you got for me?
Okay, you know what? I got to see the 2020 mandatory attendance tour. And I think I speak for a lot of guys on the chat when we say we want that stream, we want that DVD.
Mhm.
Of that show?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Because it's brutal because if you want to watch any of that stuff, you got to watch it on some of these like Nokia. And it
I don't
just
think we
doesn't
have
do it
a-
justice. I mean, yeah.
I don't think we have a proper filmed version of that tour, bud.
Oh man, you know I lost
was.
my girlfriend over that tour.
That's got nothing to do with
How'd
me,
you-
pal.
How did you lose your girlfriend?
No, I know. She honestly, she just didn't have the same sense of humor. There's a photograph that the guys take at the VIP thing with everybody in the theater, and everybody's smiling except for this one girl standing next
Oh.
to me. Yeah, she just, I think it was the 10 minutes of the Pissman Mustard guy having to go on stage, and I pretty much knew we were done.
Well, she wasn't the right one for you then. Don't lose
Yeah.
sleep over it.
I have been meeting people that bring dates and girlfriends and boyfriends and people to the show where they're like, well, I didn't really know your stuff that well, but we had a great time. I loved it. So this one, yeah, she seems like dumping material.
Damn.
Very, very bad
Oh, man,
person.
well, I
Hey, you know what?
loved it.
She's a bad person. That's what she is. And she's really, really bad.
You're right,
And
yeah.
she's a lunatic.
It's good to know 'cause it's like the
He
day
just
before
keeps calling people
Valentine's Day, I know
lunatics,
you won't be
right?
watching.
I have a question about Canada,
Yeah.
real quick. When you go to the bank, do you have a bank called the Looney Bin? Because they should,
Come on now.
Ah.
and they only have coins.
Yeah.
Where's
Canada's the
my
only
Ronnie
place where
Wood?
the ATM suspends coins.
Where's that Ronnie Wood laugh?
The coin only
The Ron,
coin
the
only
Ronnie
bank called the
Wood.
Looney Bin.
Why is that?
guys.
That laugh is the most patronizing sound of all time.
The Looney Bin.
God damn it. That is the funniest shit. That's some funny shit, man. You know what's not funny is that Tonight Show. I got a clip in my inbox this morning that David Letterman surprised Jimmy Fallon.
I heard about that.
What's going on over there? Like, it feels like you're watching a corpse. The whole thing feels like you're just
Animated
you're at a
corpse,
view.
yeah.
You're at a
Corpse
viewing.
decay.
Yeah, and you're like, it's an open casket. And like the Tonight Show itself is like, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for so many people involved, but it's like,
It's a
I guess-
job. It's a job.
yeah, no, I
Is
know.
Dave
it's
the
nothing
corpse?
personal.
Which one's the corpse, Tim?
Well, the show itself is the corpse, I think. Format. because like I felt so bad because I guess the deal was Jimmy Fallon, the Tonight Show has Paul Schaefer and whatever his band was called on the world's most dangerous band. Or the CBS, that's what they were called back in the good old days. And they were the band. Now, if you could find this, Matt, I don't know if we want to play it, but
they were the interview or the band, the Letterman.
The band, like he's like in the monologue, he's like, "Oh, and we've got Paul Schaefer with us this week. I guess the Roots are off, and then they got it's kind of nice, it's nice.
Questlove,
but the audience, there's this like depression in the room because the audience doesn't know and doesn't care, doesn't have any kind of like, but. See if it's at the beginning.
Like
I mean,
the funeral home director.
No, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. You want to find the monologue for this where, anyways.
We
didn't talk about this ahead of time. Letterman comes out and they do a bit together, and the bit is
that
stale.
part. Yeah, that's been in my. That won't leave my algorithm, but I've been resisting.
Well, that's where they introduce the band, and the audience is like. They don't know who what's his name, the bass player, Will. What's that bass player's name? Will. Or Anton, the drummer.
Anton.
These are important parts of my childhood. The
Will Lee,
Paul Schaefer band, Will Lee,
Willie,
and the audience you can feel the death in the air in that room. It's very. And then listen to this joke that Jimmy Fallon tells. He says. He's talking about the Super Bowl, which we could talk about. A great Super Bowl, one of the great Super Bowls. Really, if you're a fan of the Eagles. So he says the joke is the score was 24-0 by the first half. It was so boring at the Super Bowl party that I was at. We switched over to watch an episode of Severance.
Give him a Ronnie laugh.
Where's the Ronnie?
I know.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Where's the Ronnie?
We should. Let's do some Fallon with that.
Yeah, see if he show. Yeah, he does look like a funeral director here. Welcome to your funeral. Hey guys.
Anybody need a tissue?
Hey guys, it's Jeremy Renner. Anyway. Anybody? Let's take. Wasn't there a bone picker on the phone?
Well, he did that reverse
he did
bone pick.
about your song.
He tricked us.
No, there was a guy from Canada that. What's his name?
Oh, Brendan Fade. That was the DVD. He wants the DVD.
Forget that guy.
Yeah.
We got through that one.
Yeah,
well, let's take somebody else.
Seth. Seth has a question.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you receiving me?
Yes, we receive you, Seth.
Okay. Hello. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. I'm in Asheville. I live here, and I'm coming to the show tonight. Very excited.
Okay.
Give him a Ronnie.
Oh. And
enough.
So I got a question that's not related to that I've been wanting to ask for a while, primarily for Doug and Vic. Tim, if you have anything to say about it, please feel free to chime in. But with the style of the work that you guys do, I know that you are into like the experimental, and I've never heard anybody talk about the Residents. Do you guys fuck with the Residents?
No.
I've been meaning to get into them.
Right. It's not that it's not that I don't I dislike them. It's just sort of one of those things that I haven't really explored.
Right.
There's also negative
to get into it.
There's also Negative Land, which I get those two groups mixed up. Don't they both wear costumes and are like mysterious?
I'm not familiar with Negative Land, but maybe I should check it out.
Negative Land. I don't know.
But yeah, the Residents are anonymous.
Right. I like the idea of the Residents. I just haven't explored the Residents.
What's a Resident song that what would be one
they wore
that
the
we
big
could get
eyeballs
into?
for those.
Yeah, the eyeballs. I remember that.
Here's a pick.
Yeah, I mean, like like Hello Skinny. That's probably like the most well-known one I would think of anyways. But
we do a
they've got
couple
some good live
of we do
albums.
a couple of covers tonight of the Residents in the set.
Oh, well, that's very exciting.
I feel like there's a Venn diagram of the Residents and Sparks that these guys just will not be able to get into. That's my observation.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's cool.
I think it's too wacky. I think it's too wacky. That might be.
It is pretty wacky. It's
like
pretty
Frank
wacky.
Zappa.
Yeah. Primus. Primus is very influenced
in a way.
by the Residents.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is weird, isn't it? Because
I'm a big Primus fan.
I
too.
like Primus. We were listening to them backstage yesterday, and
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
Les
Sergeant
Claypool?
Baker. That's the jam.
Oh, Sergeant Baker.
Yeah, Sergeant Baker's.
Yeah.
That's not you guys were listening to Seas of Cheese.
Yeah, I'm into Primus. So I guess I'll have to check. Do
Nice.
they have sick? I like silly. Do you think I don't like wacky and silly? You're crazy.
No, well, Primus covers several Resident songs, like Sinister Exaggerator, and they do a cover of Hello Skinny and Constantinople.
Tim is disassociating. with
Okay,
this
we're gonna check
conversation.
that out. We're gonna check.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out.
yeah, check it out. I'll see you tonight. What's your name?
My name is Seth. I'm gonna get there early so that I can be pretty close. And my two good buddies, Chris and Mike, are coming with me, and we're all very excited.
All right. Well, listen, I
Been
want you to
fans
go to
for a
the
long time.
Seth. I want you to go to the merch table. I want you to say, Steven, I was on office hours today. I would like a free shirt.
Ooh.
Well, God bless you. I will do that.
All right.
And I want you to go to the merch table and say, Steven, I would like one of each from DJ Douggpound's inventory.
Full price.
Double price.
Also, don't forget
right.
to
Yes,
bring your
folks.
raincoat and don't forget to bring your poncho and your raincoat. It's a messy Gallagher style thing Tim's doing these days.
Okay, cool.
It is.
With like watermelons.
We have introduced real
squash.
piss into the show.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Piping hot piss.
That's right,
Yeah, we
Asheville.
nuke it.
Tell your friends and neighbors tickets are still available for tonight's show at the Orange Peel.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that. That's good. Yeah, good. I will let everybody know.
Yeah.
But I've talked
your
to
friends know.
everybody that I am close. Everybody that I'm close with is already going.
Oh, good.
By the way, isn't
Well-
it a delight, Tim? Isn't it a delight to be here? I got out of the bus and it was nice out. There was no rain.
I've
no
already
snow,
spoken
and
about it. I've
Yeah.
already spoken about it on the show.
Yes. Yesterday was pretty crappy, but today's really nice.
It's
and
beautiful.
Doug,
I'm so grateful for the sun.
I was gonna ask Doug. Are you in the market for looking for like a cool skate spot around
Yes.
town? I don't
Yeah.
know if you have time.
After
Yeah,
this, I'm gonna go
okay.
skate.
Oh, do you have plans on where you're going?
No, you got to give me a tip.
Okay. In the River Arts District on Foundy Street, there's a cool spot called what is it called?
Can you DM him this? Can you DM him
Yeah,
this?
just give me.
There's so
He
many
doesn't
people
have time
watching
for
that
that.
are not invested.
Oh,
in this,
it's called Foundation Skate Park. It's
there.
a real like cool DIY community thing that they got
Vic,
going on.
we have to move on. We
So-
have to move on. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Seth.
All right. We'll see you later. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Seth. Because I have to get to the. I have to get to the very, very important. I have to get to the very, very important subject that I have to talk to Vic about, which is first. Well, I want to get your thoughts on Chubby Checker, of course,
Okay.
but I do need you to start coming up with the answer to the question: which Abbott and Costello movie did I watch the other night on the bus?
Oh my God. I'm gonna think about it because I can't. I don't
It's gonna
even
make-
know if I've seen
It's
any.
gonna make
Abbott and
it's gonna
Costello.
make people sick to their stomach to know that's what I was up to.
Late period.
It makes me kind of seem like maybe like I'm like a pervert. Like I'm a bad, weird guy, like John Phillips or something from the Mamas and the Papas. Yeah, Tim was a sicko. You should see what he did on the bus at night. He'd watch this Abbott and Costello movie, and when I tell you, you'll have to find some screens, some pictures of it, or scroll through it.
Okay.
Because Well, I'll tell you if you don't want to take a guess.
Let me guess.
Do you want to look at a list?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. So, starting early one night in the tropics. No, I'm gonna say it's like late 50s. I'm gonna say Abbott and Costello meet the Keystone Cops.
I want to take a guess too.
Doug, you don't know. You know though, don't you?
Oh, I did. Okay, now I see. I didn't know that was an Abbott and Costello movie.
Jack of the Beanstalk.
One more guess, and then Matt, maybe we can have a Zoomer guess if they're interested.
Maybe Jack and the Beanstalk. I think I actually have seen that one.
That's correct.
Is it? Yeah.
I watched fucking. Why? I watched.
Where was
Abbott
it?
and
Where was it
Costello.
on? Was this over
It's
like
on-
the airwaves?
It's on Max. It's on because they have a TCM subcategory in Max, and I was like, I just want something to like conk out to, something like boring and pointless. But look at the stills from this movie. You should scroll through this. This is a sick movie. These guys were into some sick things. Feels like something they would show at like Comet Pizza or something.
Yeah, the coloring is nuts.
Weird.
The coloring is off. And I don't know if, like, no.
Oh,
Imagine me in my bunk watching my little buses bumping. It's not a good movie.
Oh, this is weird. Look at this.
There's the local butcher name is Mr. Dinklepuss.
Yeah, Mr. Dinklepuss. He's all obsessed with getting Jack's golden goose. Yeah. It's a bad movie.
Not good.
I didn't make it through it. Don't worry, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, what's the giant? Is there a giant? Isn't there a giant?
That's the giant. You saw him. He's not that big.
That was the giant. Jesus.
You watched the 4K restoration?
That's not, yeah.
I must have been one. I bet there's some
looks good,
freaks
though.
out there that. Yeah, he's a scary looking giant for sure. But Lou Costello's got some mental problems, I think, the character. He seems like stunted mentally,
touched.
you know what I mean? Congratulations to you and Chubby Checker, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's maybe
It's
a good
not
segue.
official, right?
No, it's a good segue into Vic's music news, I think, because that was going to be one
right.
of the topics. So,
Okay.
So the big news.
Well, go ahead. Take it away.
Big news yesterday. I'm getting all these alerts. I don't really use social media all that much, but I'm checking my Blue Sky. Constant people like sending me all these
Mr. Blue
updates.
Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky. And then I was like, what is this? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's big Chubby Checker picture. So apparently he's been nominated finally for the first time ever. And he's been pushing this campaign for decades to get himself
Sure
in.
smells good.
Yeah, sure smells good. And now he's nominated finally. But I don't know. I mean, he's up against like Fish and the Black Crows and who the hell else is there? I don't know. A lot of acts that. Oh, Mariah Carey is in there.
But don't they pick a few? It's like
There's a few, but
like
they're
a
gonna
handful get in.
Yeah, it's just a handful. What was it, like 5 or something like that? But I think he has a good chance. But I think it's like he didn't write his song. He didn't write the twist. He didn't come up with the dance. He didn't do it.
Well,
he just stole it, and he.
Elvis didn't write any of his music.
That's
so
true. That's a good point. But he did. Yeah, Chubby is the king of the dance floor. It's undisputed. Mr. Chubby.
Seems like you're arguing against his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, the guy that wrote the twist, the song, Hank Ballard, was inducted in 1990.
Okay.
So I mean, just it doesn't none of this matters at all. Just get him in there. Who cares? But I think the best part was when he wanted his big statue of himself out front. Like he thinks he's that important that he wrote that big article in was it Rolling Stone or something like that where he demanded a massive statue of himself. But I'm rooting for him. I'm happy about it. He does have a lot more songs than just the twist. But he's embarrassed about a lot of them. He has one called Rosie that I listen to a lot for like sing it to my dog. He has a psychedelic album where he's talking about getting high and stuff called Checkered from 1970. I highly recommend scrolling through his like all music discography or whatever. But I'm happy for him. Do we want to move on to the next thing? Or should we show some Chubby clips or whatever you think?
I mean, we could.
Got there.
I'll give you a multiple choice. I'll give you what we have in the hopper.
Okay.
We got More rock news from Vic. We got a
Yeah.
double dop of the morning. We got some Bill Maher. Some behind the paywall Bill Maher.
I mean,
might be
may as well finish
let's
the
stay on
music
topic.
stuff.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go to
your
number
rock
1 that I
news?
sent you. Yeah, the rock news here. This was 2 nights ago, I think, or when was it? Tuesday night, I think it was.
Oh, I did see this.
Mr.
Yeah.
Rock, Mr. Kid Rock made a surprise
this
appearance.
is fantastic.
Oh yeah, so
This is
yeah.
let me just say, I watched this, shared this around with some friends, and it's a little long, but I do think it's worth the wait.
I do too.
For
I do
where
too.
where
Yeah.
this goes.
Yeah.
So can I let me just, because I have to pee so badly. Why don't we play this while I go tinkle?
Yeah, do it
and
up.
Yeah,
we'll
you
come
got
back
3
to
minutes.
discuss.
So this is like the keyboardist apparently from John Bon Jovi is playing a set at this place. Was it in Nashville or something?
Where it was, I believe it was where the Super Bowl party. No.
Oh, maybe it was a Super Bowl party.
Nolans?
But I think it's the keyboardist from John Bon
Yeah,
Jovi.
definitely is that.
And his band, they're playing in this club here, and then all of a sudden, look who shows up on stage. It's Kid Rock.
Mr. Kid Rock, everybody, hold the shit. Hey,
Holy shit.
I'm married. We're doing G. Yeah, living the job in the city.
Singing not in key. It says,
You were right.
Do
It
it in
is
G.
Nashville. It
Yeah,
was
it
the
is.
keyboardist Brian's, David Bryan's 63rd birthday party. Yeah, you catch him calling.
Yeah, he goes, it's in G, and then he just starts singing without them playing a G chord, so he has no idea what key he's in. I think it's James Brown.
Yeah, living the job in the city. Working for. No, wait, hold on. Let's see how you do. Living the job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. But I never saw the blue side of the city till I
Watching the guitar guy in the back, too. Whipping his hair around.
Big wheels keep on turning, and the ground they keep on burning. You're running on the river. Yeah, I'm Memphis. I pumped a lot of tape down in New Orleans. Side of the city. Till I hit the
Ride on the riverboat queen.
Do you see that first clap? Go, rewind that a second. Rewind that. Watch his first clap.
Yes.
Look at this the person in front.
Whoa, wait.
Stop. If you ain't gonna clap, we gonna sing. That's how it's gonna work.
All right. Sorry.
You don't want anyone to clap.
First of all,
That's the worst
pause for a sec.
idea.
You know what the problem is? I noticed this because I try to get people to clap a lot
Yeah.
too. A lot of people are holding beers.
Right. Or cigars like Kid Rock is.
Well, no, if you got a cigar, you put it in your mouth, then you can clap, no problem. But you got a beer, you're like,
Right.
you know what I
Am I
mean?
gonna put
I
that-
keep going.
Thigh
There.
or something.
Everyone should
Don't
just
get
be
too
like going,
fast.
psh.
When you out rolling, I was rolling, rolling down the river. Yeah, I seen a lot of tape down in Memphis.
Is he saying I seen a lot of taint?
Or Tang, maybe? I don't know.
Just keep playing.
Pumped a lot of tape down.
Pumped a lot of tank. Yeah.
But I never saw the good side of the city
Ugh.
till I hit the ride on the
I bet he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
big wheels keep on turning, and the ground keep on burning. I was rolling. I
The keyboardist whose birthday, he's like, what?
Yeah, I know.
It's my birthday.
It's his birthday. Chill out. Yeah, first of all,
nothing matters. Like, chill out, dude.
Half the
The
people,
crowd
half the
seems
people
fine.
Yeah.
Half the people have beers in their hands, and half the people have phones in their hands trying to film Kid Rock.
And they've been
coming
drinking all during the game. They're just like barely
And
awake.
Can you just finish your song and not be like? I don't think I've ever behaved that way to an audience, no matter how shitty they are. I mean,
Right.
Jesus Christ,
Not
man.
necessary.
You were almost through it too.
I know,
You
it
could have
was-
just been like, "Thanks," and by the way, happy birthday,
Exactly. Not fuck you.
poor guy.
He should have had that. Who was that? Please clap guy.
Yeah, I
Please
know
clap.
Jeb. Yeah.
Jeb.
Right.
I know this guy only
Yeah,
turned 63
it's your
once.
Kid
you know?
Rock. It's your responsibility to make that audience liven up, and they seemed all right to me too. Like I agree with you, Doug. I think they seem fine.
Maybe they
but it's
shouldn't
your
have done that
responsibility.
tempo. The tempo was about half speed.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like the
'cause-
Jerry Garcia band up there.
Right. But the Tina Turner version kicks in.
I know, Get that band some cocaine. Well.
Give him that Trump Adderall.
All right, now the other one we got here is one of our old favorites, Mr. Woody Allen. He's still this is music news with Woody. He's still playing his
not
Monday
rock
night
news.
gig at wherever, the Blue Note or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's still playing his clarinet front and center here. Let's hear how he sounds.
This guy's been doing it for like 50 years.
Oh yeah, remember he skipped the Academy Awards when he's going to win for Annie Hall because he had to play his clarinet. Let's hear him.
Yeah, incidentally, you know. Is it supposed to sound that way?
I've never heard a clarinet sound like that.
Is it supposed to sound that way? I want to chat. We should ask Ellie.
Yeah.
Is that's like sounds like got blockage.
It sounds
It's
like-
something stuck up in there.
Exactly. Not taking care
sounds
of
like
the
he's
Blow
all
that
clarinet.
thing out.
It needs a little oil.
That's what it is, yeah. There's all this saliva through the ears. It wasn't cleaned out.
Squeaky. Or he's got like a brand new reed on it that's not wet yet.
Right, yeah. I like everybody
right,
else
turn
has to
that
act
off.
like everyone else has to act like it's normal. Like this, yeah, that sounds great. Keep going, Woody.
Maybe that's the style. I don't know. We should find out.
We need a woodwind. Any
find other
woodwinders?
clarinetists.
Any woodwind experts in the chat? Give us an assessment.
Are you supposed to
And
cross
by
your
the
legs
way,
when you're playing an instrument like that?
Does anybody really want to listen to that kind of music anymore? Anyway, like. I went to one of those in New Orleans, one of those restoration jazz places.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, thank God they go for 20 minutes and that's about it. And then you're like, okay, thank you. That's enough.
You ever seen one when they bring out a dancer, like a guy like with a top hat and a cane dancing? That's the fucking worst. One of those speakeasies, and then they go around past the hat. Give them $20.
I was trying to do this. I was doing this bit backstage with the guys about like Woody Allen and Paul McCartney hanging out. It was pretty funny. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, you know, I didn't. Venus and Mars is an interesting record, Paul. You know, oh, Woody, you could play a little clarinet on the new record. Anyway, it was funny backstage.
I think it's funny.
Just imagining them hanging out. It's hard to imagine.
They
How
must
is that
have
Paul
crossed
McCartney?
paths. They must have crossed paths in New York at some point.
Woody. Jesus, Fab Four. The Fab Four. Ringo, yeah. I don't think, Woody probably doesn't think about the Beatles very often.
No.
All right,
maybe when I'm
too new.
64.
It's too new for Woody.
Yeah, I mean, does a version
That
when I'm
newfangled
64.
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Time for a
We
little
should
break, eh?
take a break.
Oh, yeah, it's that
take a
time.
break.
Yeah.
We got
I have a
Mar
game.
clips. We got yes.
Mar, we
Oh,
got
and I
games.
have a game too. Can I just preview my game?
I would
real-
just, yeah.
because my game will maybe should just be kind of rolling through the rest of the hour. Matt, if we could show the image real quickly.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yes. How could we forget
So-
this? This is huge.
Let me just tease this. The name of the game is Find Foghat.
Yeah, pull
And, all
this
right, that's
full
enough,
screen,
Matt.
Carson. Yeah. Let's
That's
give him
enough.
a few
We don't
seconds.
want to hold it.
Oh, yeah.
Find Foghat.
You're going to have to go back and
They're there.
pause. All right, back to Tim. Thank you.
If you think you found Foghat, let us know. And then Doug's, what's your game all about?
I'll just say it's a geography game, and it's probably the hardest game I've ever.
Nice.
Oh,
It seems
dear.
easy,
All
but
right.
it's actually really hard.
Okay. We might get,
Geography heads, get ready.
we'll probably get a band report as they sort of filter in for their sound check here, and your phone calls and more. Back very soon. Let's make it a tight turnaround, Matt, because
Yes.
we got a sound check in an hour or so.
Quick
so
one.
I don't
2
wanna-
minutes. 2 and 2.
Okay.
Wooleries.
2 and 2.
Would you believe it? I love music. I have an aptitude for music.
what type
Can
of
you
music?
believe that? During, over our lives, we take tests and aptitude tests and all this. I've always had a high aptitude for music, but I love great music. You know a song that does get people moving, though? I'll play beautiful, I love Broadway stuff and, Phantom of the Opera and Les Mis, etc. You know what gets them rocking? YMCA. YMCA, the gay national anthem. Did you ever hear that? They call it the gay national anthem. But YMCA gets people up and it gets them moving.
Are you still eating your all beef diet?
Unfortunately, yes.
Have you ever masturbated?
Unfortunately, yes.
And was it something that filled you with pleasure or shame?
Shame entirely. Because I really believe this. I believe that when that's happened, it still, I felt bad because it's an act that was reserved only for marriage. I've asked the Lord for strength and never to do it again. And if I did it again, I would never stop until I quit. And you never give up. The same with the diet. No matter, I used to be heavy and way heavier, and I'd never stop. I'd say never again. And then I had a big pizza meal. But I said I'd never stop saying never, as long as I keep knocking positive thinking in, and never quit until you overcome yourself and get onto that diet. And the same thing when I did those things with myself, I never said it was right. I still believe it was wrong, except that I was weak and tempted. And I just asked the Lord for strength to overcome these things. And he gave it to me.
Do you have any recollection of what a woman tastes like?
No, I really don't. Because most of the time it was covered with honey or peanut butter.
That's getting me hungry, that part.
And so the honey and peanut butter was just, covering whatever taste there might be. So I can't say that I've had any taste. But, I was only concerned of giving her pleasure. And once that 3-hour limit was up, if she wanted to do the same, fine. If not, well, it was fine. It's okay with me. It didn't bother if it never happened to me. I've always told them, I don't want you to touch me when the night first began. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to disturb me because I don't want to release myself because I'm only here to give you pleasure for at least 3 hours because once I was released, I'd be as weak as water.
Okay.
And then she said, all right, this is one example of one girl. And then I would first start not only by undressing her slowly, but also of smoothing her body with baby lotion or some body cream before the shower. And then, of course, it would be washed off again in the shower. Now, as I was aroused, I still told her, don't touch me, whatever you do. Now, I had a clock there, so I would at least make sure it took at least 3 hours.